Hello, angels. Welcome to my channel. Here I talk about spirituality and following your passions. I will be doing collective energy and card readings and so much more. So just like, comment, subscribe for more videos. God, I ask that you help me bring forth clear messages for this reading. Thank you for letting me be the vessel to deliver this message. I am honored. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Gratitude. I just want to talk about integrating your emotions and things that we tend to push down that we don't want to face. We unconsciously can do this, but I want to talk about how we can consciously uh, choose to integrate instead of pushing down our emotions. A lot of people would rather push down their emotions and not face them, and because they don't want to feel them, right? So, excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, so excuse me if I'm clearing my throat a lot. So many people will numb. They want to look for a distraction from what is being brought up within them. So that's why people will go and do drugs, have lots of sex, even just hanging out with friends, watching TV, just going on social media, distracting yourself with gossip, like all of these things that people like to focus on that has nothing to do with them. They are unconsciously chasing these things to distract themselves from what, like I said, is being brought up within them that they don't want to face. If we don't integrate and process in the negative emotions that we push down, then it is going to be harder for us to experience higher vibrations of frequency or emotions like joy and peace and like that creative flow. Like those are all high vibrational feelings and emotions. And when we integrate the things that we push down, we can then feel the good emotions, the quote unquote good emotions, because too much of anything is not good. So like too much good, like you need to have the balance. You need to, there's we live in a dualistic world. There has to be a balance of the good and the bad in your life, because the bad teaches you. Without the bad experience, how do you know what you want? How do you know what that you do want to experience, the good, the joy, the peace, if you don't first experience the lows, the sadness, the grief, the shame? The number one thing that you want to do here when you want to start integrating your emotions and experiences consciously is, first of all, don't push it away, because when it comes up, whatever it is that comes up, let's say shame, you are thinking of a time that you felt shameful. If you push it down, you are then going to have to wait for that to come back up. You can't just, let me just look through my emotions that I haven't processed and like choose, like it needs to be coming up naturally. So you sense the emotion coming. A lot of people, like I said, they sense it coming and they push it down by thinking of something else, right? Um, Distracting themselves with anything outside of them. So what you're gonna do is instead of pushing it down, you're gonna catch it and you're gonna feel it. Let's say it's shame. You did something that made you feel shameful. Feel it. Feel the shame, right? Ooh, it's uncomfortable, right? Ugh, I don't like this feeling, but you gotta feel it, right? So you sit there, and as you're feeling it, you could also envision this version of you who did the shameful thing. And you currently, so in your mind, you're going to envision the you who did the shameful thing, and then you now. So you now is going to come up to that older version of you that's feeling shameful, and you're going to tell the old version of you what you would have wanted to hear in that moment when it happened. You can say, I love you, I'm here for you, it's okay, we're gonna get through this. Whatever it is that you need to hear, say it to that version of yourself. So I want to give an example. My ex-partner told me something that really, really hurt me. He told me that he would never forgive me and that basically he wouldn't want to be with me in his light because I didn't want to, be there for the dark moments, which, I was there, but it started to affect me in a negative way, so I had to separate myself. But when he told me that, I felt, or like, I didn't allow myself to feel the emotions. I pushed it down and I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling through how I felt. Like I wasn't allowing myself to feel it. And it kept coming up within me, and I would push it down, and I kept pushing it down every time. And then I was at the park a few days ago. It was actually during the eclipse. Um, After the eclipse, we weren't supposed to be like out during the eclipse, so I stayed in and I meditated and I journaled and did, this thing, stayed off my phone, didn't do anything, didn't eat, I fasted, I didn't drink during the eclipse. So anyways, after the eclipse, I wanted to go outside and enjoy the rest of the day. There was like maybe an hour and a half left of daylight, so I just wanted to go for a walk. So I went for a walk, and long story short, stopped by the water, and I was just enjoying the nature, and it came up within me again. That feeling that I didn't want to feel, but I said, you know what? I just immersed myself in that emotion and I started to cry. And as I was crying, I called out to God and I said, God, help me get through this. What do I do? You know? And when I said that, I started to cry even more. And it wasn't a very, like, I don't know how to explain, but my face was calm. It was not like that where you scrunch up your face, not that type of crying. But I just really felt that emotion fully. And then I just stopped crying. Like it just, because like I was feeling that emotion and then it just was gone. And I just started smiling and laughing. And I said, "Thank you, God," you know? And I've consciously integrated before many times. But this time it was it was different because God, you know, God showed me that like this is it. This is what you have to do. You have to really feel it. You have to feel it until like really immerse yourself in that sadness. For example, I was feeling so sad and I didn't allow myself to feel it, but when I felt it, I immersed myself in that emotion. I was able to release it. And another thing, uh, naming the emotion can also help you integrate and process the emotions as well. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful for all of you that clicked on my video and watched it. I'm so grateful.